Good morning, I'm Al Lippman, Mayor of Mesquite. This time of the year and until late spring, Mesquite is really busy. I'm going to tell you some of what's going on. First and foremost, there'll be a blood drive at the Mesquite Library on Monday, January 22nd from 10 to 2. You can schedule an appointment by calling 877-258-4825. If you're able, giving blood is one way of giving back to our community. We'll also be having a blood drive at the City Recreation Center on the 25th of this month from 2 o'clock until 6 p.m. If you missed the car show, by the way, this weekend, come out to the Hot Air Balloon Festival. It runs from the 26th through the 28th of this month. The launch finale is on Sunday morning at 7:30 at the old Oasis parking lot right across from the Casablanca. Our Mesquite Fine Arts Center across from City Hall is having a reception that is open to the public this Thursday, the 18th, from 4 to 6 p.m. Come on down. The exhibits change monthly and they're always very, very interesting. Another free event is a wine and chocolate tasting February 2nd at the Eureka Hotel and Casino in the JS Merchant Store. Again, it's free, but you must be 21 to taste the wines. The next event I want to mention is the annual Kids for Sports Charity Golf Tournament, which is being held February 5th at 9:30 in the morning. It's a shotgun. The money raised goes to a very good cause. Kids for Sports Foundation is a nonprofit that helps our youth with equipment and more so they can participate in many of our local sporting events that without this help could not afford to play. Got an interesting text the other day from an 844 area code. All I can tell you is beware of calls coming from this number as they're usually scams. And speaking of scams, the internet is full of ads targeting men with a particular problem that Dr. Oz can cure in 10 days, or depending on the ad, in minutes. Men, this problem is serious and not to be looked at lightly with some snake oil salesman. Want to know more about this? Email me and I'll fill you in. In fact, just found a similar scam that has a candy that will solve all your problems in 3 hours. Dr. Oz sure can do a lot. Another serious issue is dementia. It affects so many, and there is no cure, at least at this time. Yes, there's some medications that seem to slow the progression, but they come often with serious side effects. And because of this, the fraudsters have come up with a new one to deprive you of your money. I found an ad on Facebook that says you can normalize your dementia without any drugs if you eat 30 grams of cooked United Farms CBD gummies. And it's being promoted by Ben Carson, a former Surgeon General of the United States. How low can you go? I don't have to tell you about what wonders it can cure, because according to the ad, it cures just about anything from memory loss to flat feet. And it also restores your eyesight. Remember to send your questions in, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. If you want to leave your number, I'll call you back. And speaking of scams, there's a new one out now where they're using the police department number here in Mesquite to tell you you missed your jury duty and you'll be arrested if you don't send them money right away. Believe it or not, one of our residents sent in a check for $1,000 on this one. Folks, the police never call you, and they have nothing to do with jury duty. If they do call you, it's something that is your barking dog or something to that effect, but they're not going to call you about jury duty. So be very, very aware. These scams are going around in Mesquite on a steady basis. Next week, we'll have more to talk about, and I'll see you then. Thank you. Bye-bye.